Look, I've been going over your file, and I've made the decision to fire you because you are worthless.
What?
Throwing flashbang.
You're worthless, and you're fired.
Fired. I'm pretty important to this team, bub.
Recover the diffuser.
That does not help us. You do not help us. You're gonna have to find gainful employment somewhere else.
Hi, I'm Dave from Can It Casual. Like you, I've only got a few hours a week to play games, so I want to make sure it counts. On this channel, I play one game for 2 hours a night over 5 nights, and at the end I answer one very simple question. Can it casual? You know, I think I experienced everything Rainbow Six Siege offers within my first hour. I died out of nowhere, I killed a teammate, I won a round by just being entirely carried, I spent most of my time in spectator mode waiting for a new round to start. And once, just once, my heart nearly exploded out of my chest as I disarmed the diffuser as the last player alive. It was intense, it was brutal, and that last part never really happened again. Despite the game being 11 years old, this is actually my first time playing Siege. We've just never crossed paths. I know it's always had a strong player base, so there's clearly something here, I just needed to find out what. Now, the downside of being brand new to something is you know nothing. And while there is a tutorial, it feels like it's aimed at people who've just never played a video game before, let alone Siege. So, armed with the newfound knowledge that WASD moves my character, I jumped into Quick Match. To describe it best, imagine jumping into the deep end of a swimming pool, having only ever been told about what swimming is, not how to do it. Oh, and the pool is full of piranhas. This game is brutally unforgiving. You're dropped into a situation where you are, without a doubt, dead weight. I didn't know where to go, what a good setup looked like, what my abilities did, or what the difference was between any of these operators. And before I could even figure that out, I was asked to vote on things I didn't understand, so naturally I just picked whatever anybody else picked. What made this worse was the silence. In 10 hours, I didn't hear a single mic, I didn't see a single message, and I tried. At one point, I was very clearly team killed, which, fair enough, I probably did something wrong. But I have no idea what. No one said anything. It's a really strange experience. A game that is entirely about coordination and teamwork, and I'm here completely alone. I thought maybe this was just the wrong mode. Quick Match is where people go to mess around and not take anything seriously. So I tried the other one, Dual Front, Dual Approach. I played it yesterday and I still don't know what it's called. Probably says enough. To be fair to Dual whatever, it was actually a better experience to start off. Due to the respawning, I could actually play the game for longer than 30 seconds at a time. I started to get a feel for the gunplay, which, by the way, is really solid. The weapons feel distinct, they feel good to use. I actually cared about what I was picking. But this wasn't Siege. Not really. There were no real stakes. There was no tension, no pulse-pounding intensity. I felt stuck between a game mode that feels like what was promised, but I'm too bad to play, and a mode that I can play, but that isn't really Siege. And either way, still no one was talking. At this point, I genuinely felt like I was missing something, so I went digging. Turns out, there are actually better tutorials. They're just hidden. I only found them because they're tied to the newcomer challenges. But why? Why would the useful tutorials, the ones that actually explain the game, be hidden? You already forced me into a tutorial when I started, so why not just continue it? But even then, you're only learning against AI, and AI doesn't hold angles or pre-fire around corners or delete you from a pixel you didn't even know existed. And yeah, skill issue, I get it. I never thought I was this bad. I even got MVP, twice. I genuinely don't know how. I didn't play any different, I didn't understand anything more, I just got lucky, and that is not the same as improving. And that just became my whole experience. Load in, die, watch, repeat. Yeah, I'd get a kill here and there, but never enough to change how I felt overall, and I never got close to that heart-pounding moment from the first session again. It honestly felt like the game just wasn't trying to win me over. It has its audience. It doesn't need me. But I carried on because that's the deal. And after 8.5 hours, I finally unlocked Unranked. Yes, Unranked. Not ranked, unranked. I'd been staring at that menu this entire time thinking, this is where the game is. This is where it clicks. This is where people will communicate and where it all finally comes together. Would you like to know what changed? You now have to find the bomb yourself and you can ban an operator. That's all. That is my big game-changing unlock. 10 hours for that. And people still aren't speaking. Look, there is a great game here. I can feel it. Those moments where everything's lining up, you hear the footsteps, you react, you win, your heart's going mental. That feeling is really good. It's why people play this. But I had maybe 2 of those moments in 10 hours. Everything else was waiting, watching, or dying. So, can Rainbow Six Siege casual? No, I don't think it can. It's not too hard, and it's not too competitive. It's just not interested in you, not as a new player. The tutorial doesn't prepare you, the modes don't ease you in, the community at this level is completely silent, and worst of all, it asks for hours of your time, promising something new and then delivers on more of the same. If you already play Siege, especially with friends or because you've been playing it a long time, I get it. There is clearly something here worth sticking around for. But if you're thinking of coming in fresh, on your own, with limited time, you'd better really want to play this game, because it is not going to meet you halfway. Thanks for watching. If you play Siege, was it like this when you started? Or have I just turned up about 10 years too late? And if you are new to it, what's keeping you going? What am I missing? Either way, let me know what games you want to see next, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.